So after of tonight's of AEW of Thanksgiving Eve was a faster show. So anyone to buy something like they get you pre-order your copy today. They get AEW book on Amazon.com and AEWshop.com. So they get not just Switch 2, they get Batman game or NBA basketball 2K26 to release into next year, including WWE 2K26. So we might do some updates on basketball, sports, wrestling, a lot of stuff like that. So we get two separate ways. And they get one application below right here. So anyone subscribe and just send anyone subscribe to. So let's go live right here. So after of tonight's of AEW Dynamite, so I'm gonna live about 10 without 10. It was a good match and a counter classic. It was my favorite year. So let's go between on this right here. Added a C to a Gold League. We have Cassius Akata taking on against Sephoda Star Carter Fossil. Wasn't last time in Athens. After a Sephoda Star Carter Fossil lost his TNT championship to Mark Briscoe and Cassius Akata alongside Koski Society and Ray Hiskell lost to Air Sky team at Full Gear on November 22nd. Actress and Waymaker is a photo star has opened to the Contra Classic with all hard-hitting captive bottle. After once again, after both had delivered their best offense, it was colorful. It was after that took to the pan, casting Nakata with a victory roll pin for 3. So this was a great opening match up. This highlight and by involved Hills it was refusing to play just in the crowd of or a fight fail and just deposit their premature friendship. After of Akata, they gave the first still color fossil more than most in his contest, making him look like an equality to the Waymaker throughout. After the Waymaker losing match at one of his second C2 was Cody to suspended, but it's a good way to make the bracket look just unpredictable. Agent many names are going to start the C2 songs with more points, and that's regarding identified champion. Color Fossil literally looks like a front runner has ripped from his treasury. Agent of Kata will still make it out of the round living stage. Color Fossil may be the old man is a gold league to advise, but that will be a repeat from last year's It is more likely someone will pass the photo store in the coming weeks. So in the winner of this match, Carter Foster has he has 3 points. Cass Okada had 0 points. Attitude Don Callis, so in commentary with the threat of a lifetime ban whenever he got involved in any C2 match. After Okada and Carter Foster showed to the smaller styles with Cassie Eats or sitting in early day, so was back to 1-0 a while, never holding back. After the Rainmaker sent Rick Knox into the ropes to cause the photo store to fall off the top 2. After the floor, Carter Foster sent Knox into the ropes himself later to cause Okada on the top both, and then he was plead with the referee for no DQ. After Okada, he caught Carter Foster with a Rainmaker and kept his wrist and tried to go for a second. The Carter Foster dunked and it tossed him into a brainbuster for the near fall. I wasn't afterward. Carter Foster and Okada shook hands and came the photo star Okada dream alive. The both men and there were some visible physical expressions in this month, but Okada saved his best for a last with his sharp face and after a 3 count. AEW and so a post Full Gear promo from Mark Briscoe, after who talked about leading the TNT Championship for his brother, Say Briscoe. Rest in peace, Say Briscoe. So, after when Mark Briscoe saying, so give me 1 minute here, I got just know about Mark Briscoe had to say on this promo. I haven't heard what he said. So give me 1 second here, guys. I heard what Mark Briscoe said. I had to find it. His notes. Give me 1 second here, guys. I had to find it here. Okay, there you go. I think, like I said, yeah, I was big surprised Mark Briscoe won, but I'm happy for him. I think because he deserved to be TNT champion, so I'm also looking forward to his citizen win. You both will be proud, and you are overrated unless it else in the business. So watch out for MCF. So I think Mark Briscoe saying about he was doing his family of his late brother, Say Briscoe. It's been about a long time of Say Briscoe for almost about a couple of years. So So here's the next match. We got Women's World Tag Team World Title Tournament. We have Sister of the Sun taking on against Babes of Wrath. Was it last time in Athens? Agnes and Sister of the Sun and Babes of Wrath alongside with Maggie Bane in Mansfield lost to the topless Love Bombs at Full Gear on November 22nd. Andrew Wall, Zoe Hart, and Sky Blue kept a flame between early when Argyle built up the unity in this contest. Was it also the way to a big bomb on Zoe Hart to win? And this was a fun match that so we will still continue to allow the good in this tag team tournament that both teams have to struggle a bit to stay on time in this one, but it was a so full of great squashes from everyone involved, making up for some concrete moments. And it was going to be surprising that the Base of Wrath one has the story seemed to be going toward of countless Toy Stone in many sacred meetings with the Sister of the Sun into the finals. So I was instead Ray Donahue and Harley Cameron went from a dark horse to possibly the favorites of this tournament. Oh, there's more announced about Hall of Fame. I'm going to talk about that any minute. And this could also mean that the countless Love Bombs may not even make the finals against the opposing pair of Maggie Bane and Mia Seville. So, in the winner of this match, Ray Nightingale and Harley Cameron. After a Sky Blue knocked Harley off the top rope and set up a hot moonsault, but she instead went for this elbow. And it was the closest near-fall of the match. After speaking to Taylor, there was surprisingly no appearance in this contest. So, after we hear from Lexi Neal in this interview by Kenny Omega outside his locker room, and he talked about forgiveness, and followed by the Young Bucks leaving his locker room. So, I think when Kenny Omega has been talking about something, I think when he said the first part, here's the next part here. Was it after anything that went down in AJ Four after where does Kenny Omega stand with the Young Bucks? Okay, after Brady Mike Knights for a while they were wide with their king once more lived true and always so far too long. It was a carry Mike Arnold and Mike Gut and both my sons, my knights, have a fight for my, cause now I should be a king and one last fight as the elite. So, like I said, I'm happy that Young Bucks are babyface again and back with Kenny Omega because with FTR bring heels and AEW World Tag Team Champions, it just means that we are one step closer to getting the tag team division back to its 2019 waves, but I think what if this is all a slowing swerve staggering from the, the Bucks. They should be in the one team, seems like, in all times. Honestly, they bring teaming up in trios matches before the next pay-per-view next month. So I had to agree the Bucks serve a second chance in the league. I think you mean 100 2,000 census the amount of times and they destroy. So it was necessarily the 40th million is pretty good for Kenny Omega. So his in this promo, Heyman and Page is supposed to win the OPPS to celebration tonight. After a smaller show, he took to the ring with the OPPS to celebrate. He sold a failed package of his grind plan focused on Hook. His apparition before he brought out the handsome devil, and Heyman and Page is mistakenly arrived with things you said the OPPS. E2 wasn't hitting multiple members of the OPPS dozo. And yes, it was short but ghostly. Wasn't to show did not need a long when he speaks and Hook did not need to explain in his hair tone. I guess a goal was no forceful, so also OPPS has hateable and then bring out the cowboy and Domingo on a missing the forces. After once again, Samara so stands with a gold, but it is mistaken in him that Stotar is at the ring. So Ozzy has Samara so the force began to talk with Swastikum has arrived. He was flanked by Hammond Pace. After it took them a little while to make it to the ring, and was lying to Hook to cut a confident sword hair pommel. The cowboy took a single shot before he headed to the ring. So Mingo. So here's the next match. So we have the Blue League. We got some Moxley. Here he goes 1-on-1 against MASC ARA and Gelada. Wasn't last time in Athens. Masa and Gelada alongside has Mexico and NEON discovered on defeating CM Ariel, a trio services against St. John Cass family, and some Moxley tap out to Cal O'Reilly at Full Gear on November 22nd. After winning some Moxley, it was found himself overwhelmed in Smash. It was impacted by a confident majority who kept posing in this match. After however Moxley so how much of it was it he had in terms of suppose he got his knees up against some of the star press. After in lock in a soak and hold in that knocked out so there's a door. So it was afterward Tony Storm has arrived to Covenant to meet Seville and declared that as you see in Minute Sacred will fight Minute Seville in Megan Bang in a hardcore Harry dead match next week. As Eduardo has given matches in AEW and just been about as confident as he has ever locked in an AEW ring. So Agent Moxley made him like an unstoppable force a trail of flying around the ring with Ghostly isn't making up the bosses in last week's match. Was it due to the recent struggles of the Death Waddles? After a while, meaning he would not have been a shock, but the away just was to stress her out. But Sparky so upset. I think it is a scene he did not need in. With a visitor, he wasn't picking up the win, but this tournament should be a massive showcase of a driver who is clear the favorite of Tony Khan to bring in from CMLL. Argument Moxley wins to delayed in his idea from the Dev Waddles is lucky not going to happen until after the C2 is complete. Yep. After Tony Storm covering Moxley in Mia was a fun big surprise after the results. And Tony Storm in Mia suffered against Mia Seville in Megan Bang is going to be body suspended next week and could be this tournament and winner's match. And the winner of this match, Shawn Moxley. I was before this match. AEW aired a post full gear promo from Moxley, Andrew who just put it to argued he wasn't the real winner since he insult cut O'Reilly. Andrew Moxley had a 12 only in this one, but he got too risky when his officer allowing the Elizabeth to turn the tide and try to caught Moxley when he called that sent. After him for the force into the barricade, the Elizabeth struck the landing on a full veggie splash, but Moxley managed to barely kick out on to the pin attempt. So here's the next match. So we have a Blue League, over the Gold League. We have WN goes 1-1 against Kevin Knight. Was it last time in Athens? Andrew and Park on your feet, WN and Kevin Knight to compete in a loss. The casino got to Legacy at Fokyu on November 22nd. After while WN was mentally clear for this tournament, and he looked like he was not possibly able to mess up to Kevin Knight. I just said I won't blame him and picked up a clean victory with a UFO. After a while, although possibly matches could possibly be called better, geography just felt like just a most independent match. Overnight, the one for the C2, and Kevin Knight did not such undefeating WN. He pinned him clean into the ring, and after hitting his finisher, it made him look like a massive deal. Abbott just deposited, coming in a muscle iron dog. So the Devil is one of AEW's biggest stars. And yes, it was a muscle seal of positive for a man, and that has been talked about has one of true muscle stars of AEW. I think Man's Apostle could be now with Kevin Knight can keep doing inside the ring and pull off such a couple more upsets. I think his odds still seem low, given his competition, but succeed too can limit some real cycles at times. So, in the middle of this match, Kevin Knight has 3 points, and WN has 0 by pinfall. Kevin Knight caught WN with a trail DDT on set of staves. After since he could not drag the WWE back in, he let referee Steve Turner start a pivotal countout that set to connect on a perfect coast to coast that Tyson only caught the move most of the tournament had so far. Kevin Knight socks hands my body wasn't to WN afterward. AEW showed highlights of FTR made at full gear and then announced they will speak on the collision tomorrow night. After from backstage, it was a Kirsten. He said, I've been refused to talk about Hook, monitoring his August 2 fighting Quesari Sabana on the collision tomorrow night. So here's the main event for tonight's. So we have Blue League, we have Kaya Category taking on against Owens Cassidy. After up last time in Athens, Kaya Category and Owens Cassidy both competed in the Casino Garden and lost to Legacy for game on November 22nd. Owens Cassidy brought his wrestling best to the fight with Category versus Swiss Cinnamon. I think he continued to be tough fight for versus Squeeze. And Category sealed the win with a pop up, scooping uppercut. After was that Wallace arrived to attack Owens Cassidy, but the locker room spilled out as Russell C2 Roberto arrived to bolt has Mascota Eduardo dove onto anyone a while. Russell squeeze caught Red Hooder in Owens' punch, and yes continued to showcase the incredible chemistry between Cassidy and Category and who by deposit going over 12 minutes. I guess the result was predictable at this early stage of the tournament, so out of nowhere to uppercut finish was Detroit MMA. The Swiss Cinnamon was a fight right winner in this one Spoggle he prepares to luckily take over the dead bottles. And he should be nearly astoundable for has the only man to compete in every C2 so far. And it is time for category to make the semi-finals at last. There's a counter classic, August Cassidy, with more with just about even, but it's hardly likely he makes it out as a winning round women's stays. And the winner of this match, Collier category has 3 points, and Orange Cassidy has 0 by pinfall. So, Collier category force bump so Jake was on his way to settling in start this contest to set the mood for some boxing interest. Audio and Corey category says Barry kick out after the Owens punch and Beast break after the landed by the Swiss Superman is scheduled to announce that Corey category and Moxley will collide starts next week. After the ending of the show with Renee Paquette turning to this full interview, the Dead Waddles could have been a good moment to take out Moxley and they make reported that format when the time is totally open us. So here's a last one for tonight's. So here's the last one right here for tonight. So let me see here. This is the last one here, guys. It was a overall so. How do you beat the 1 of 2 punts that following up? It was it a powerful full gear? It's starting up the Kanto Classic. And this is so food by Millennium Harry on C2 as to a guide Saturday night along it put Apple Kevin Knight the standout win over to WM in the water opener between Cass's Akata and the photo show color fossil and set is strong to a standard. After the only in-ring suspect also a whole night was having at a pace. It was taken was running the OPPS celebration and that was 20 piece to keep up the heat. And this was AJ at his best non-stop massive myth in puncher stakes alongside Focus Mike Moore to advise the key stories of the company. After while plenty of most of full gear fallout was saved for all-inclusive that only highlight that how the giant piece in this was. It's C2 season and that means Dynamite it is can't miss TV again. So let's go to my YouTube gaming poll for tonight. So give me 1 minute here, guys. So I got an announcement for tonight. So haven't heard anything here. Hold on, give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Alright, so we got 90% like your show tonight on Dynamite. Your show 10% is alright in the show, and 7% didn't like it. So let's go to my X poll. So we got 2% liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go to info more stuff here. So after some more so events that Mercury has AEW Dynamite is live on TBS and HBO Max. What's more, I think we're going to set a finals, and when it is set Thomas Love Bombs or Megan Bain and Mary Seville the Babes of Wrath. Holly Kimmin and Red Nugget already was the finals of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament. It's coming soon. I can't wait. So be there and be loud, be all in. So we got a couple more episodes coming left into next month. So starting next month we have on Wednesday, December 3rd, we have on Friday and December 5th, always Final Battle, on December 6th on the closing. This is coming up next month on Wednesday and December 10th and December 13th, Cardiff Wales on the closing. So we have AEW Dynamite and the closing on December 17th. So we got AEW Dynamite 34th Street be on New York City on December 20th, and Sunday AEW Christmas are closing on New York City on December 24th. There's more. So between our Hall of Fame class, so let's go to talk about that into next year. So besides John Cena, I think. Give me 1 second. So we got 2 other names to Hall of Fame. So it might be the Hardy Boys will be next to induct to Hall of Fame. Those are our top names. And a power belt, some mega powers. I think. What's the next one? The Hardy Boys might be in Hall of Fame. The Boys Bulldogs might be in Hall of Fame next year. Might be top lessons. Los Guerreros, like a Guerrero and Solo Guerrero. So, A Guerrero is already in in WWE Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame having been inducted in back in 2006. So it might be it was during 80s a 2-year one with Solo Carrillo that he showcased in song that made him a beloved icon. And for that lost Carrillo's to be in Hall of Fame 2026. So here's a next list. Hollywood blinds. So that'll be next too. And a last one. In the Masters to be in Hall of Fame class for 2026. So speaking of them, has a tag team for years. So I'm going to talk about them next. So I here for 6 years in part their contract lessons. So let me see here. Give me 1 second here. Randy Orton in Ice Soul Speed with a seal. Nancy Ward teaching him how to become a pro in WWE. He is back in the league. So it might be good, I think. So I was referring from Ice Speed, the first ever singles match in WWE. Like a guy. So I'm going to say his match, Lots of Speed. He's playing Rose, Cody Rhodes' wife. So one of them is next year. I can't wait. So let me see. That's not it. Give me 1 second here, guys. Lately, as you know, Karen Carter has signed with AEW. So let me see here. Any more stuff here? Oh, it's more. Eddie Guerrero's daughter County, so it include some injury after a dog attack. So he got messed up her eye. So let me see here anymore. His Kenneth Cross is Scarlet by Joe. I've been watching just regular show. It's called AEW Wrestling, and I've seen it. I've also a tons of wrestling shows for this week. I've been always watched. Always more. Away for Thanksgiving with the Queen, Charlotte Flair, with his status, one of his thing. This is, whoa. Let me see here. So his son Cena. I like Son Cena now because he's making more kids with. So Bruce Person might be returned or about the Hostile Legacy bottle. And you catch it before anyone else tomorrow a.m. on anywhere on Friday. Something to wrestle with Bruce Prichard. I haven't heard again about anything else here. I think let me see about Hulk Hogan. Hold let me see here. I haven't heard it from I guess news about him, I think. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh yeah, Eric Bosso has been relaxed to Nick Hogan. Yeah, I watched Eric Bosso about 83 weeks podcast about Nick Hogan. He said about Eric Bosso has to discuss rumors about Nick Hogan, the son of Hulk Hogan, and he reportedly trained to be a pro wrestler. After Hogan revealed that he has been trained inside the ring, and I didn't dismiss something that he could wrestle like his late father. Eric Bussoff said a close friend of the Hogans initiated that the reports praised him with he discussed on his 83 Weeks podcast. So, I just put a smile on my face that he may pursue a career in wrestling, he said. Bussoff, the WWE Hall of Famer, it wasn't revealed that Nick had trained alongside a Bussoff's son, Garrett, at Casey's wrestling school years ago, but a sort of injury in his career he feels that Andrew Hogan is in the process of figuring out what he wants to do. It feels that he will have a better idea of what he is capable of this time around. So, this is what he said all along. So, I think So let's go between this here. Any more stuff here, I think. Or it's more. I get with ESPN President BUKRE Megan says the JV partnership has been great so far, has 7 series, will be a good monster stick. I think it's going great so far, and we're very prominent with Nick Collin in the team. Already we had this engagement with him for years and much smaller. And we're looking forward to what's been this year. Must be our first, and we had 2 POEs to a date. And one of them was in the Middle East, so it was on an hour was supposed to was new, and so Cyber Series this weekend the crate will be very good buzzer stick for how it's going, but in terms of the between the team at JV and us, it's been great. So this was very good to have on ESPN. Let me see any more. So I was thinking about something more. I think give me 1 minute here, guys. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. I heard about this board. So we had big breaking news that Dave Bautista is planning to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2026. Once the animal gets what he is so agile plus 6 years. So he might be inducted next year to Hall of Fame. So I just set up in a hangout and just covered messed that up. I knew how if funny that he goes with Cena, but who's inducted to Tisha, cause it won't be Triple H. Beverly has been with AEW, so maybe or Tickle maybe. So what if he in it that there was rumors are true about Cena going into the Hall of Fame? This could be a stack or Hall of Fame class. So they should have Trump indicted him soon. So I can't wait to see that coming into next year. Hopefully be Bray Wyatt too. He might. So be indicted to Hall of Fame. So I just suggest that me to sign Cena. He won't be in the Hall of Fame this upcoming year again. But I don't know if it's going to happen or not. So we might find out soon. So, So I'm hoping about a new movie coming soon, I think. So thank you for coming out today on AEW Review tonight. So here's my announcement tonight. So I won't be back tomorrow night. So I will wish you guys happy Thanksgiving. And please come back on Friday and Saturday. So I'll be back in 2 weeks. It'll be on Friday and Saturday. We have SmackDown Friday. And we have Cyber Series coming up this Saturday. So I'm gonna wrap this up right here. So thank you for joining us here tonight. And I'm gonna close it up tonight. So I won't be tomorrow. So I won't be here tomorrow because I'm going to take a little break for now. Please, I'm going to come back Friday and Saturday on SmackDown Review this Friday, same time like always, and Saturday as well. So I'll see you guys on Friday live on SmackDown. Come back on Friday, and I'm gonna come back on Saturday for Cyber Series. So I wish you guys happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys and support my channel. So again, happy Thanksgiving all you people, and don't forget to like and subscribe in this video. Make it to family members, friends, and like yourself on this page on my YouTube, and create a lot more. So I'll see you guys on Friday on SmackDown. Come back here. And I'll see you guys on Saturday for Cyber Series. So let me do one schedule. One schedule upon Spotify Radio. And so much more. So happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. And we come back on Friday. And at second day's time, have a great night for this Wednesday. And happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys on YouTube out there. At second day's time, I think us on in 2 weeks, I will be back here. So I think it is time. And don't too much eat about turkey tomorrow for Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving on you guys right here tonight. I think it is time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.